Let's now take you to Parliament, where the second Deputy Speaker, Andrew Esiamamwako, has set up an 8-member ad hoc committee to consider introducing a pension scheme for members of Parliament. This move comes in response to concerns raised by lawmakers about the welfare of former MPs. The committee's formation follows suggestions made by both the minority and majority chief whips during a tribute to the late MP for Talensi, John Akologutia. Andrew Esiamamwako, who chaired the proceedings, tasked the committee to report back to the House within 2 weeks with recommendations for further action.
With concerns often raised by members of Parliament about the welfare of former lawmakers whenever a tribute is being made in honor of late MPs, suggestions were made by both the majority and minority chief whips of the House during a tribute to the late MP for Talensi, John Akologutia, to the effect that there should be the introduction of a pension scheme for lawmakers. To this end, the second Deputy Speaker of Parliament, Andrew Esiamamwako, set up an 8-member ad hoc committee to look into the suggestion and make recommendation to the House for onward action.
If a retired member of Parliament in Uganda can get a minimum of $500 a month, it is sad that we can say that we cannot afford this because members of Parliament would contribute to that fund. We are not asking government to give us free money. We should be able to set up the fund. And just the way the Ghana is able to have a pension fund, a retired teacher, for the nurse and the teacher, and for others, we should be able to have that for members of Parliament. And that will enhance our work in this House, Mr. Speaker.
So that for once, I will not want to belabor the point. I think we should be bold and make that decision. And it's going to start with our contribution. It's a contributory fund. We are going to set the tone by contributing, and then we can take it from there. I cannot agree more with my colleague when he says the reading of the tributes of our colleague should set the tone so that we won't come back to this same subject matter and lament, go home and sleep, and then come lament. Speaker, I may want to suggest to you, if it pleases you, and I know this is not going to be one of the committees, the ad hoc committees that we put together and fizzles out. So yeah, if you may direct, let's put together a small committee who can come out to advise this House. What should be the position or what should be the approach?
I think it's very important for all of us. So a committee has been set up, and looking at the members that have been assembled to look into it, I think we can rest assured that they will come out with something good for us.
While presenting the business statement for the upcoming week, the majority leader, Alexander Penyamakin, disclosed that the current chairman of the Finance Committee, Kweku Kwating, would be appointed as the spokesperson for the newly created Economic Committee, while the minority in Parliament deems this as an overthrow because there are accusations against the chairman of the Finance Committee of hindering the approval of tax waiver requests for the factories or companies under the government's One District, One Factory policy.
Mr. Speaker, in fact, let me take this opportunity to even announce that we, the majority, we have a new spokesperson on the economy. You have none. We have a new spokesperson, and very soon we are going to unveil him. We have a spokesperson on the economy. Honorable Kweku Kwating is going to be our spokesperson on the economy.
The existing chairman of the Finance Committee,
A very good man.
without the knowledge of the Speaker, without a meeting of the Committee on Selection, the majority leader will come to this House and simply announce that he has overthrown him and make changes. Please, respected majority leader, please, you should know better. This is not how we overthrow people.
The Minister for Information, Fatimatu Abubakar, was in Parliament on Friday to also provide an update on the implementation of the Right to Information Act for the year 2023.
Mr. Speaker, on administrative penalties and recoveries, the Commission imposed administrative penalties to the sum of 1 million Ghana cedis on 23 non-compliant public institutions in the year 2023. At the end of the reporting year, the Commission had made recoveries of administrative penalties to the tune of 2,043,571.44 Ghana cedis. This includes administrative penalties imposed in the preceding year of 2022 and 2021.
The proposed bill on the free senior high school policy could not be laid in the House on Friday, as expected by the Minority Caucus. We wait to see what happens in the coming days. Reporting for Channel One News, my name is Ni Ayukwe Okain.